was a little orc who lived in a cave. He never fought for many days. He was a slave. But he did really love Ian McKellen. He wanted to kidnap him and possibly turn him into some kind of mosaic. So he went up to Ian McKellen's house in Soho and crept into his garden. He threw some stones at his window. Hey, Mr. McKellen, 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 Mr. McKellen.
What? What do you want?
I would like, I'd like to do an art project with you, just speaking as an orc, I don't like being that green. I don't feel very keen being that green. It makes me feel ever so mean. I'd rather be like a magnolia, orc, something a little bit more harmonious, more integrated within our contemporary society.
I don't like you. Go away.
So I went away. I thought I'd sneak into one of his films. So he was doing the first X-Men movie, and I kind of I pretended to be a catering guy with these other sandwich people, and I looked for the window and I could see him all dressed in leather with his fucking helmet and everything. It was beautiful, I really loved it. And I went to his dressing room and I knocked on his door. And he opened up and he went,
"It's not you again. What do you want?"
"I would like some tips, I think you're so charismatic. I think, my people, I'm not playing devil's advocate here. I'm not speaking on behalf of them, but I really believe that you could give me some purpose, because I'm living in this cave in Carlisle. I'm working overtime in Witherspoons. It's a hard job, and I just want you to know that I'm not just another face in an aggressively passive-aggressive alpha male tribal mentality. I really just I don't want to gouge and kill anymore. I want to, I want to do an NVQ. I want to, settle down, have some family. And you seem like the kind of guy that has it all. And you were hitting me with a stick in the film. And I just thought, you're not just a Dave Elise, basically a Dave Elise Dumbledore. You're not that kind of guy. I know you got it in you to tell me what to do with my life.
Well, when I first got into acting, I realized that a lot of the time I was completely out of it. I was taking a lot of Calpol and a lot of Benylin, and I thought I was cough syrup. I thought it was just a big bottle of goo, and then there was nothing much else to do, really.
Well, that's a lot to take on board. I know, you were quite kooky in that kind of, off-the-wall kind of Brickian alienation theatre, devil-may-care kind of thing. But I didn't think you were, a druggie. I mean, at least Calpol is not, too bad. I think it's, at least you get, a really, smooth throat and stuff,
Well, I think we should become friends.
And so we did. We live in a Winnebago up in Stirling, and it's really lovely. He makes me cheese toasties, and I make small wizard's hats out of baby bell wax. It's totally sweet. Anyway, I'll see you next week.